Snare Fleas. Hazard level C, they take 2 hits to kill, they do 10 damage per 2 seconds, they take 5 seconds to open doors, and are most commonly found on Assurance. These guys will camp on the ceiling until a player runs underneath them, in which case they'll drop down, chase the player until they're close enough to jump onto them, or if you just keep running, they'll eventually give up and find a different spot on the ceiling. They will always drop straight down, so if you run directly underneath them, even at a full sprint, they'll always land on your head. But as long as you are not directly underneath them, even offset just a little bit, then they'll fall and land onto the floor. Snare Fleas are much faster than you if you're walking, but if you're sprinting, you are much faster than them. A couple tricks as far as avoiding Snare Fleas is 1, you can jump over them. 2, if one is chasing you, you can jump onto the yellow railing and they can't get you there, or you can jump onto the beam in the parkour room. Also, closing doors is pretty effective because it'll take Snare Fleas about 5 seconds to open them. If a Snare Flea does land on you, they will make you drop all your items and do 10 ticking damage every 2 seconds until you're dead, but if you're in a solo match, then they'll jump off your head once you reach critical health. If you're not in a solo match, you can have a teammate hit you to knock the Snare Flea off, or you can pick up your shovel, stop sign, or yield sign and swing it to knock it off. A really useful tip if you're using a stop sign or yield sign is to scan. It'll ping your weapon, making it much easier to find. There are quite a few different ways you can kill a Snare Flea, the first one being with a shovel, stop sign, or yield sign. The easiest way to do this is to bait them down to the ground, crouch and hit them. They'll always run away after the first hit, so just chase them and follow up with a second hit to kill them. The second way is baiting them over to an exit, let them start sucking you off, and then leave. This will immediately kill them, so as soon as you leave, you can go right back in. The third way is to have a teammate teleport you back while it's on your head. The fourth way is by suicide. The only time you'd really use this is if you're playing with teammates, a Snare Flea jumps onto you, and you have no way of getting it off. If you can find a hole to jump into, killing you and the Snare Flea, your teammates don't need to worry about the Snare Flea. And finally, of course, you can kill a Snare Flea with a shotgun. I was supposed to post about Hoarding Bugs today, but I discovered some new things that nobody else has found, and I wanted to run a couple extra tests before I make any claims. So if you are interested in learning about them, make sure you throw on post notifications because that video is going to be coming out very soon.